Oh, hi there. How's it going? You caught me reading up on some bread machine materials. So a couple years ago, I got a bread machine. I went to a friend's house and they had something similar to this, and they served warm bread for dinner, and I thought that was super classy. So that led me to asking for one of these for Christmas, and that quickly escalated to the point where I started my own sourdough starter, and I'm making my own sourdough bread. More on that later. However, now that I'm making my own bread, I don't necessarily need a bread maker. I have two of them right here. But it made me wonder what to do with this equipment. And I found this, number 9. Jam. And I'm not talking like jam, oh jam. No, I'm talking like strawberries. I'm talking all kinds of berries. And so imagine putting that stuff on some sourdough bread. Oh, if we ever hang out, I'm bringing some. So I suggest you invite me to dinner. Just saying, it's worth it. So then that led me to my phone, my iPhone 6 Plus. Why Plus? Why not? Explain that to me. So the thing that got my phone looking all ragged and distraught, I was in Mexico with some friends and we were doing this thing. It's a technique with a camera that's called delay shutter. And basically what you do is you take your camera, you set it up on a tripod or the floor somewhere super still where the camera's not moving, and you take your shutter and you slow it way down. And what happens is the shutter opens up and it stays open and it collects a lot of the light. So if you're in a dark room, a lot of the light that's not really existing is still being recorded, and so the light that comes into the camera through the open shutter then gets recorded and you get a really cool picture. So now a technique that's called light writing. When the shutter is open, what you do is you can repurpose your phone. Repurpose your phone. You turn on this little light and you run around and you do some light writing like this, and it comes out and it looks like this. And welcome back. So with my phone, this was very instrumental in some of the videos that I've already made. Artist Al Fresco, check it out. And now that it's busted, I wanted to talk to you guys about the challenges of making a video and possibly not having the latest and greatest equipment, or even having a busted phone, and the challenges to make a short film with a busted phone. So that's going to look a little bit something like this. Remember, the fun prompt is gluing. And remember to go through and tag us on Instagram. That way we can share it on the show. That's it for us this week. Have a good week. So that's my short film. I was struggling with an idea for a Sketch Zone fun prompt, and so I decided to make a film about the struggles of every week coming up with a new drawing, new characters and everything, and then posting it on Instagram. So I wanted that community to know that they're not alone if they struggle in coming up with ideas. I did want to talk to you guys about some of the other equipment that I was using during this shoot. I was using something that every photographer or filmmaker should already have, and that's a tripod. And the other thing that I was using was this roller skate dolly. And basically all you do is you take your phone, clamp it on there, and you can probably adjust this. I haven't tried it yet, but you can probably take this head off and put something that would hold a GoPro or something like that. And you just roll it across the table. Super simple, super easy, kind of affordable. I don't remember how much this was, but it was maybe 100, maybe 150 bucks. And then, so I already said tripod, I said roller skate dolly, and that was it. Everything else came from this wonderful little phone. It's busted, but it still works. The slow motion was here on the phone. The everything, the camera moves. This, and it's busted. The point of this exercise was to show you guys that you don't need the latest and greatest equipment to make films, to tell your stories. I used a busted iPhone 6 Plus. So go out there and tell your story. Don't let technology hold you back from doing whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's just not an issue anymore. And once you post it, if you want, go ahead and tag me in it because I would love to see what you guys do. And before I let you guys go, I wanted to give a little shout out to my buddy Fidel Fernandez. He's down in LA making moves. He's out there making music and stuff. And I used some of his music on this video. So I'm going to tag him in the description. And if you guys don't mind, go ahead and check him out on Instagram. All right. Until next time, see you guys soon.
Thank you.